Hey guys, so I'm just going to start and jump right into the tutorial. As you can see, I'm taking my Morphe 35O palette, which I fell absolutely in love with, and I'm going to take that new, I don't know why I said new, I mean it is new, but I'm going to take that nude soft brown color, and I'm just going to use a Morphe 511 brush to deposit it right into my crease. And since it's the lightest color we're going to be using in this look, you can be super messy with it. You don't have to have like precise placement or anything. You can totally just work it into the crease, and it's going to work as a transition color for all of the darker colors we're using. Okay, so then I'm going to take that mid-tone warm brown with the same brush, and I'm just going to pick a little bit of that up and put it into my crease as well, but I'm not going to be as messy with this color because I kind of want it to be a little bit below the color we already put down. And all I'm going to do is use windshield wiper motions as usual and little circles, and it will help make the blending so much easier for you. All I'm doing is picking up more of that mid-tone brown and laying it down into the crease just to darken up the color a little bit. And then once I'm pleased with that, I'm going to pick up this like darker rusty brown color, and I'm going to take that on a MAC 217, and I'm going to just start by pressing the color onto my lid and at the same time moving it back and forth, wiggling it into my crease. So that way it lays color down, and at the same time it kind of blends it for you. I'm going to take the same Morphe M511 brush, and I'm just going to work whatever was left over on that brush up into the crease, so that way it kind of blends the 2 or 3 colors together seamlessly. Then I'm going to take that deep, rich chocolate brown, and I'm going to pick it up with, again, the MAC 217. I didn't clean my brush because it's a darker color, so it doesn't really matter to me. And with the same type of motion, I'm going to just press and wiggle back and forth onto my lid and into the crease. And I'm kind of just keeping this color on the outer half of my lid, and whatever's left over, just working it into the inner half. But I kind of want the outer half to be the darkest part of the eye. And again, here all I'm doing is picking up the same first brush we keep using and blending back and forth. I don't know why, but I have like this phobia of my eyeshadows not being blended, so I feel like I overblend sometimes. But yeah, so I'm literally just taking the lightest hand and with the tip of the brush just going back and forth to make it look really super diffused, like that. Saving the best for last, and I'm taking my trusty finger and that super shimmery corner copper eyeshadow. Whoa, that was too much to say. And all I'm doing is I'm going to pick some up with, like I said, my finger, and what I'm doing is I'm pressing it onto my lid and almost pulling down in just a teeny motion, so that way most of the glitter and the pigment rub off onto my lid and I have less fallout. And as you can see, these eyeshadows are extremely shimmery. to begin with, so it's really hard not to pick up shimmer. But yeah, I'm just so in love with Morphe eyeshadows. Like, just look how flawlessly they blend together. I love them. And then all I'm doing here is I'm just taking whatever was left over on that MAC 217 and I'm lightly just fusing those two colors together, but I don't want to press too hard because I don't want to lose any of that shimmer. So then I'm going to take the Morphe G6, which is a flat top foundation brush, and I'm going to take my Matchmaster foundation from MAC in the color 1.0. Yes, I know I'm very pale, but yeah, I'm just going to take a little bit with my finger, dab it on, and then blend it out. Once that's all blended, I'm going to take my Sephora Collection Gel Concealer in number 1. It is super light, but I love it because it's like one of the only concealers I found that's light enough to actually highlight my face. And I've never heard anybody talk about this concealer, and I absolutely love it. It's super comparable to, I would say, like the Rimmel Match Perfection or the LA Girl concealers, but I feel like the LA Girl concealers don't have that much coverage. This one has amazing coverage, and it's only $12 or $13, and I love it. So for blending out my concealer, I would normally use a damp beauty blender, but I was lazy and all my beauty blenders are dirty, so I'm just taking the same foundation brush and just tapping it into my skin. I feel like it actually works pretty well because since it is so flat top, it really just presses the concealer into my face, and I love it. I then am going to take the Morphe G2 brush, which is really good for blending out concealer as well as setting. And I'm also going to take my Makeup Forever translucent powder and kind of just set my under eyes with that. And then I'm also going to take a little bit more and set my T-zone with it as well. And then with the best product in the entire universe, I'm taking Fix Plus and I'm just setting my face with it because I am dry, so I like to kind of just spray a little bit on before I put anything else over my foundation or powder. It really just kind of hydrates my face a little bit, or else I'll feel like I'm wearing a mask, especially because Matchmaster is more of a natural matte finish and I'm more used to like natural satin finishes. But anywho, I am now going to take a black eyeliner. I'm using Feline Eye Kohl by MAC. I found it's like one of the blackest eyeliners I've ever used, and it's awesome for smudging, but you can totally just use whatever black eyeliner you have. Line your waterline super black and then kind of make little marks on your lash line so that way you can smudge it out. And then with my trusty 217, I'm just taking the tip of it and running it back and forth underneath my lower lash line to smudge out the black eyeliner we just put there. And since we have some eyeshadow left over on the brush, it's kind of going to help to set it at the same time. And then to really smoke out that lower lash line, I'm taking that rusty warm brown color and I'm putting it on the tip of my 217 and I'm just running it back and forth. Once I have most of the loose powder like on my eye basically, I kind of turn the brush on its side and I move it back and forth so that way it kind of gives like a super smoky effect. And then with a pencil brush of your choice, I'm just taking a little shimmery color from the 35O palette, spraying some Fix Plus and putting that in the inner corner of my eye. And yeah, I feel like this will just complete the eye look and it'll help open up since we have such dark colors all over. With a MAC 135 brush, I'm just taking some Laguna bronzer and bronzing my face with it. I don't know, for some reason I just didn't feel like contouring today, so I'm just going to bronze my face up since I look super pale without any color. And yeah, you guys should definitely check out this brush. I know Morphe has one that looks exactly like it, but I haven't picked it up yet. And I'm really anxious to do like a comparison between the two, but I love any big flat paddle brushes for bronzing. With the beautiful Opal by Becca highlight and a MAC 137, I call it my pencil brush, but it's really not a pencil brush. It looks like a pen, like an old pen. I don't know. It's like the weirdest shape, but it actually works really well for highlighting. I'm just going to highlight up my face and make sure you glow to the gods. Okay, but on a side note, check out my serious bitch face as I'm highlighting my nose. Like, what is that? And then I'm going to finish up by taking Bury Me 2 from Dose of Colors and just put it all over my lips. And by the way, this was my first time ever using anything by Dose of Colors and I fell in love with this lipstick. Keep in mind, when I was putting it on, I was a little intimidated because I didn't think it would actually be that bright on my lips, but as it dried, it turned a shade or two darker, which I fell in love with. Also notice with this lipstick you can add maybe 1 or 2 more layers to really intensify the pigment. I mean, you guys saw it already is pretty intense, but I like mine to feel like it's super on, so I added 1 more layer. And yeah, so that is basically the look right there. I don't know, I feel like this look is just so me. I love warm brown eyes and a nice bold lip. I'm going to be wearing this all through fall and winter. Wait, maybe fall already passed. I don't know, who knows. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you liked this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!